I'm taking a look at the GoPro night vision mount that has been long overdue in this episode of the Gear Guide. So if you guys run a GoPro, and a lot of us do that are out there playing airsoft every single week, it can be a bit of a challenge to get a GoPro night vision mount. I mean, yeah, GoPro has one, but the thing ends up flipping up like this and you look like you're running a satellite dish on your forehead. Or you can do what I've done and hack together using the GoPro night vision mount and the helmet mount kit and get all the pieces to have the part where it hangs down inverted on your helmet. Well, BrainExploder has solved the problem between both of those solutions and is created using his 3D printing wizardry and made this new GoPro mount. Now, normally I wouldn't be so excited about a GoPro mount, but this thing really does fix a lot of the problems that I have, and I'm sure you guys do too, as a YouTuber in the airsoft world. First, it's 3D printed, so it's custom built to fit your helmet. What he's done is made it very simple. It's one single piece, and the great part is there's one adjustment screw you'll just need to move over from your old GoPro system. The second part is it mounts into pretty much every single night vision mount I've tested. If you have an aftermarket helmet, like kind of a third-party one, like let's say a Lancer or something, it does have some standoffs that allow this thing to fit in there nice and snug. But if you're running a real night vision mount, like what I have here on my Team Windy LTP, you'll need to file that portion down, but that's what they're there for. So if you're running the real helmet, you can file them down. If you're running a repro helmet, it'll fit and lock in so you don't have any of that dreaded GoPro wobble as you're running up to your objective. The other problem it solves, and this is a lifesaver for me, is the angle. I don't know about you, but I've come back from big games and small games, and lo and behold, my camera's pointed up at the sky or pointed down too far, and I've got a really crummy angle on my video, and sometimes that means the whole event footage is unusable. Well, with his new mount here, it's made so when it's in down and locked position, pressed up against the actual helmet itself, it's in the perfect angle to get footage. Now, when I actually first looked at this, he was telling me it only really worked in ops cores, but I tested it on my Team Windy, and I also have an airframe mount, and both of them put it in the perfect position. So I can tell you right now, between the Team Windy, the ops core, and an airframe from Cry Precision, all three is going to be perfectly compatible to get the camera in that perfect vertical position to get the footage. And because they're 3D printed on demand, you can actually pick the color you want. I chose black. It's like a flat black, works great with the loadout, but you can also pick it up in 9 different colors, including the black, from bright yellow to red to blue to green, whatever suits your fancy. So if you like a little bit brighter and louder, you play a little indoor, you can pick the color that suits you fine. Or if you want to mix it up, these things are paintable too. So you can just paint it to whatever color. So if you want to match the flat dark earth this helmet or olive drab, you can do that once you get it in. Normally, this is the part where I kind of break the bad news to you, but even the price point is right on par with a normal mount. It's $29.99, and you pick these up and you order them on demand, like I said, so it does take a few weeks to get to you, but even with the wait, it's well worth it, knowing that you have a mount that is rock solid. I mean, this thing is in here. I couldn't move it way better than that hack together thing I had before, or the standard night vision mount in the vertical position. So guys, if you're interested in picking up one of these BrainExploder night vision mounts, and I tell you, if you do a lot of YouTubing and you have a GoPro, this is definitely a must-have kit. I can't say enough about it. Check out BrainExploder's Shapeways store, and I'll have a link right here below me and in the description below after this video. All right, you know what time it is. It's question time, right? And this one's gonna be a pretty easy one. Are you a YouTuber? Do you like to film your gameplay and go back and watch it or upload it for your friends to see? Or are you more of one just to enjoy the footage other people put up? I'm curious to see what kind of mix I have in the audience here. Let me know down in the comment section below. Well guys, that's it for this episode of the Gear Guide. I'll be back in the next one where I review a new GoPro mount that actually is a full helmet that lets you mount 12 GoPros around your head so you can get a 360-degree view of the battlefield.